A coalition of civil society groups has revealed that COVID-19 intervention funds allocated to Kaduna, Sokoto, Delta and Enugu States were mismanaged. The group disclosed that research carried out in 4 states further revealed that distribution of palliatives were hijacked by politicians for their party supporters rather than the vulnerable members of the society. And Helen Osamede-Akins reports.
The outbreak of COVID-19 in Nigeria led to the loss of jobs and closing down of businesses, which led to many losing their means of livelihoods and some depending on palliatives. Government at all levels made available palliatives to help reduce the burden on its citizens. But a survey carried out by this coalition in 4 states reveals that most of the allocations for COVID-19 palliatives were not spent for the purposes they were allocated for. They explained that the data derived from the 2020 financial statements of the offices of the Accountant General of the various states shows that the Delta state government set aside 50.13 billion naira for COVID-19 related spending in its 2020 budget, but only 4.92 billion naira was expended. Sokoto State also received the sum of 1.17 billion naira as COVID-19 donations from different sources and allocated 525.47 million naira to COVID-19 related initiatives.
Sokoto State government claimed to have provided 4 isolation centers in the heat of the pandemic. However, findings revealed that only 1 was actually provided, and an additional 2 were added after CSOs in the state intensified advocacy to the state government.
And it was also discovered that some of these palliatives were distributed by the middlemen to the party faithfuls. So we understand that the government cannot come and distribute palliatives themselves, right? It was handed over to some set of people, right? And this set of people who were given the responsibility to oversee these things just felt it's a time for them to also give out favors to their own cronies.
They are recommending that the government at all levels set up dedicated funds for epidemic preparedness and health security, as well as stipulate guidelines for assessing such funds.
There should be a dedicated fund for emergency responses, such that when these emergencies occur, in the shortest possible time, it is easy to access funds to address these emergencies.
The 4 states were selected due to their peculiar nature. They also want state governments to institute social protection programs that address the needs of the most vulnerable members of the society, irrespective of the pandemic. Helen Osamede-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.